Hello, welcome to Kengan Tutorials. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do subtitles. Now for subtitles, it's going to look something like this. Everyone has their own sort of style, but for this method, we're just going to show you this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Now you might have noticed that I add a little pop to it, which kind of makes it more visible or more attentive for people to pay attention to. But for this, I'm just gonna quickly show you. Let's have a look. Pretty much what you want to do at the preface is to kind of align where you want to put the subtitles with where you're talking. Right here. So you see these little white little things over here that are popping up a bit. We're gonna use that as a way to make a waypoint for where we gotta put the subtitles. Now, if you're using Davinci Resolve like me, what you'd want to do is pretty much go from the cutting tab over here, and then go to titles, and select the text title. Now for this, you could either just click on it, double click, okay, shit. So you go from the cutting, and then go to titles, click on there, it should show highlighted if it is clicked on, and have all of these different types of text formats displayed. And for that, we're just going to go and drag text plus, which should have a lot of more optimizations in just the normal text option. But for now, we're just going to be using text plus, and I'll go through the method that is usually shown. First, we're just going to make it a little bit smaller. There's a couple of different ways of making subtitles. Usually, it will likely include making it small and having it popped out with a different type of font. This font that is being used is called Cocoa Goose, which is what we have. For this, we have a completely blank one, which is what we're going to be using as an example. But first, we're going to start off with explaining the beginning. So essentially, we have the custom title over here, the beginning of it. We're just going to make it a bit more larger because it's a bit more smaller on screen. Depending on what size it is, you likely won't have to adjust it. But back onto the tutorial. Just gonna move it a bit more. Right here. So it aligns with the words that she's saying. And there, we got the text appearing right as she talks. Now all we have to do is just change it to this, and then create another one. No way. Now for timing, so we're going to do one by one, which is one word at a time, just to make it more fast-paced. So it's going to be similar to this one. Now in this one, what it's going to be showing is one... Oh shit, sorry. And it's going to be similar to the one at the beginning over here. Now for this one, we go 1, 2, 3, one by one. Now although there's 2 words in the middle, I just wanted to... It was a bit too fast for me to kind of import 4 letters or 4 words into the same area, so, you know, I kind of just added I'm gonna into the same sentence, into the same text format. But in any case, onto this. Right here, we got the there's right there, and that's a subtitle done. Now, if you wanted to customize the subtitle, we can go over to shading, which is right over here by the title drop-down bar, and then after shading, we go to 2. If we wanted to add an outline, which is what we will normally do, increase the thickness of it so it appears more prominent. Then we're going to change it to a better color that suits this. Make it a bit more lighter so it becomes visible. And then we're going to change the font. After this font, we're going to change it to one that we've already had. It's going to be called Cocoa Goose. Let's just hope I can find it. Cocoa Goose. There we go. Now we got the title right there. Got the text right there. There's... And now all we gotta do is just match it up with the other ones. But before we do that, we're gonna add a bit of a pop, because it kind of just seems a bit plain with it just lying like that. So what we're gonna do is add a little bit of a pop to the animation of how it opens up. Now for this, tons of editors have their own individual way of how they do it, but for me, how I like to do it is sort of animate the sizes. Now how we go about that is by doing it like this. We're gonna use the arrow keys as a way to sort of switch frames. The right and left arrow keys. It's an easy way to switch frames if you're wanting to get into animation. Now we're gonna start at the beginning of this and go next. Then we're gonna start the frame, which is this little triangle, this little diamond area right here. Click on that. Then we're gonna make it a bit, or we're gonna skip to the next frame and then make it a bit bigger. Let's get to the next frame, and then we'll skip to another frame after that. And then make it a bit more smaller. There we go. That's it animated. And then we got it right there. Gonna make it a bit more smaller just so the timing matches. Now what we gotta do for the rest of the video is just copy and paste and then type the character no and another one way. There we go. And that's your subtitles done. Of course, there's probably some thing out you could likely do with like the timing and stuff, but pretty much that was how it would likely go with editing subtitles. And yeah, that should be the end of the subtitle tutorials. In the next video, we'll likely focus on sound effects and animation. It's going to be similar to what we see here. The zoom out and the sound over here that plays below the zoom in. There you go. But thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.